Today we are planting garlic in the garden. So I'm going to take you along with me and show you how I plant it and what I do to my bed to get it prepped. So garlic is super easy to grow. It's one of the crops that's like, if you're a first-time gardener, I recommend growing it because it's one of those crops you plant in the fall and you don't have to worry about it again until the spring, and then you don't harvest it until like July or August. So it's really, really easy to take care of. I highly recommend growing it if you're a first-time gardener. So this is my raised bed here that I had my carrots in, and I prepped it and I amended it with some worm castings and then just some garden tone just to add some nutrients back into the soil, because garlic is a heavy feeder. You really don't over fertilize when you first plant it. You want to fertilize mainly in the spring, so that's really important. I got my garlic this year off of Amazon because it was the quickest to come because I ordered it really late. When you get your garlic, it's going to look like this in garlic bulbs, but you're going to break it down into cloves, but you want to make sure you keep the skin on the clove. You don't want to take it off because you don't want to expose the actual garlic. Like this one is okay, it's mainly covered, there's a little bit exposed. And then I also went through and I kept the little ones for us to eat on now, because if you plant a little clove, you're gonna get a smaller bulb of garlic, versus if you plant one of these bigger ones, you're gonna get a bigger bulb of garlic. I bought hardneck varieties. Hardneck stores a lot longer than soft neck. How you plant these is, this is what the garlic looks like. That's what a clove looks like. You want basically, I think this is called an eye, the eye to be down because that's where your roots are gonna start to grow. So you wanna go ahead and space them 2 inches apart. I don't know, I just look at it because I know that the bulb is gonna get like that. So I try and roughly space them that far apart. Dig them down into the soil, and I go about that deep on my hands to get them into the soil. I'll come this way so then you have an idea of how far down I'm going in. Growing garlic is really one of the easiest things you can grow because it's one of those crops that you plant it and you kind of forget about it, because garlic needs a dormancy period over the winter and it needs a cold period. So that's why you plant it in typically October, or like the first week of November is when people typically plant them. I've planted early October before, but we've had a stretch of like not super cold weather here in Ohio, but we are about to get a cold front. It'll be like, I think 30 degrees at night on Sunday. So I am trying to get this planted before like our first hard frost. Putting them in there, and then I'll come back and fully cover them up. Okay, so this is basically what it looks like. And then you're gonna come in and cover these up. Okay, and then you're gonna give these a really good water, not like over